Hi and blessings. Today, I wanted to share a testimony. About 2 or 3 years ago, I had been having some pain, like on my left side, I guess. Let's say it was around my ovaries area, and so I decided to go see my gynecologist because I wasn't sure what I was feeling, and it was feeling what I felt was like a lot of pressure. I was feeling a lot of pressure onto my left leg, so I couldn't figure out what kind of pain this was. Maybe it could be my ovaries. So I made an appointment to see my gynecologist, and I had an ultrasound, and so they found that I had cyst in my ovaries. We can go ahead and remove that. Let's go ahead and take out your ovaries just to future problems. So I told her about my lifestyle and how I eat a plant-based diet and how I eat and drink, fresh juices, and that I did not want to have that taken and removed from me. So I told her, no, look, I'm going to go ahead and do some really heavy juicing. I'm going to be upping my greens and juicing more throughout the day. And so that she goes, all right, well, I want you to come back in I think it was like about 4 weeks, and we'll do another ultrasound. I was like, okay, perfect, that's great. So, I love that. See the effects of juicing and how my body is going to, react to doing cleaning these cysts from. I ended up going home, and I just started juicing every day and upping my greens, and which I normally do anyways. It's like just a regular part of my routine, but this time I was going to just focus on really juicing and getting the nutrients into my body faster than consuming it by chewing. So 4 weeks go by, I go and get my re-ultrasound, and so she said, there's not been any kind of it's not growing, it's not multiplying, so that's a good sign. She said, actually, your left ovary, actually on my right, I didn't tell you that when she found in both ovaries that I had the cyst, that the right side I had more, it was like pretty full, and the left side had less. So she told me that on the 4-week exam, she said, there's been it's not multiplying, it's not getting worse. So we're just going to have you come back, and actually it does look like there's less in the left side. So I was glad to hear that. It was an affirmation. So I decided that, I was going to continue doing this, and that there was no way that I was going to have or let anybody remove it from my body, because there was, that's not the route that I would do anyways. And the benefits of healing your body, the benefits of your body was designed to heal itself. And if you give it the right food and avoid, meats, avoid eating refined sugars, avoid eating processed foods, and avoid eating high-fat foods. And so I had already done lots of research, and during that time, and I saw that this was an opportunity for me to do the test on my own self, and by drinking the juices. Right. So by me increasing the juices, she saw that that everything looked pretty stable, and so I continued juicing and continued making sure to eat, very high levels of fruits and juices, and I also just eating lots of raw foods. All right, so I was to go back in 6 weeks, and so in 6 weeks I went back, and basically she said that everything, it was starting to look like they were going away, and on the left side it was diminishing much at a faster rate than the right side, but it was still going down. It was the amount of what she could see of cyst. So for the most part, I just kept doing that, and I just told her, I said, this is really important to me to monitor this, and I want to make sure that you know that I am not going to have my ovaries removed, and I'm going to be juicing. So so I was being monitored for, I would say, three, so for about 2 years. And in those 2 years, every often I was going in, and so it came to a point where she just said, okay, now you don't need to come back until like 6 months. I skipped a year, actually. I didn't go back. I just felt there was no need to go back, and I ended up going back just recently. I skipped over a year and did not go back to get my ovaries checked out. I would like to see where I'm at this point in time, and it's a good idea to get them checked out. And I went just this past week, and they did the ultrasound, and I'm just using this testimony just to show you how, and I'll give you the sum up later, but how miraculous how God is. I actually went back over my chart. She said, they're completely gone. You have no cyst in either ovary. Could have been easily said, okay, yeah, go ahead and take them out, when she told me years ago, and have these things taken out of my body, these ovaries, and then had to deal with other things, other consequences from that. The lesson here is that I've been praying about it. I had prayed about it, and I just feel that God led me to this plant-based whole food diet it's been over 5 years, and it's foods that are good for you, foods that help your body to heal itself. And I truly believe that because He led me to this lifestyle of eating this way, I really feel that it is a living testimony in me, and that's why I'm sharing it here with you. Okay, it's not the symptom that we have to treat here. It's the cause. What is causing me or my body this side effect from something? It's either from eating or things that I'm eating could be producing these cysts, or something that over the years that I was eating before I became a vegan that were producing the cyst, or people that are eating fast food, junk food. There's so much chemicals, and it's so highly processed that so many people could avoid diseases if they were watching and eating a plant-based whole food diet. If I had known any better about how plant-based whole foods can actually heal your body, I probably would have had, to this day right now, had no ovaries if she would have just gone in, and I would have just said, okay, do what you think is best, and we don't know about our bodies like we should. I probably would have been dealing with hormonal issues, and having to take supplemental things that really just is not necessary. And so I'm so thankful that I'm here today to say that I have no cyst in my ovaries. And she looked at me and she said, they're clear. You don't have any more cyst in your ovaries. And she looked at me like with shock. She looked at me with a look that was just like, I don't know how this happened, but I did praise the Lord, and I said, God is so good. And and I just, she knew all along that I was a Christian, and that I had anyways expressed that I have faith in God, and I know that a person will go to the doctor and say, oh, look, I have this rash, or I don't understand why I have some hives and I'm so itchy. Well, your body is giving you the signal. Something that you put into this body is not reacting well to it. And so it's okay. You go to the doctor, they can confirm, but they're going to give you a prescription. They're going to tell you, apply this or take that. And some of these medicines are really strong, like things that take away inflammation. These pills that are to help with, they have some of these steroids. And these things are damaging to the body. They will hurt your body more than if you're just taking it for one symptom. They have side effects. So it's to get smart, learn about what a plant-based diet can do for you. And if you have a testimony, I would love to hear your testimony, and how God has given you strength and what God has done in your life. This channel is about sharing testimonial